Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get started.
All right, well, thank you, Anastasia. I'm Steve Doherty. I'm the Executive Director here at Youth Without Shelter. I want to thank all of you for joining us today for another episode of On the Right Track with live updates from YWS. Always so many great things to talk about, projects on the go, accomplishments of our youth, and we're so happy to be able to share it with the group today. A few things we're going to talk about. Our Futures of Tomorrow campaign is kicking off. We want to celebrate our YWS graduates. Going to talk about our board every year has an ice cream night, as usual, always a big hit, especially in hot weather. We're going to talk about our work with an outstanding firm, Leonova, and how we've helped to move operations forward in such a great way with in partnership with them. We're going to talk about some capital updates. Who doesn't love talking about some plumbing and flooring on an afternoon? And we're also going to talk about some of our donation needs, where we're at with summer clothing. If at any point you have any questions, please throw them into the chat. And once the presentation is over, we'll answer any questions. Okay. So our Futures of Tomorrow, our goal is to raise $25,000 for our Stay in School program. This helps to contribute to the success of the young people in our Stay in School program. And we can tell you right now, every single dollar goes to Stay in School to help support our youth. We believe strongly in removal of barriers and that the equality of opportunity is key for the young people that call Stay in School and the shelter side home. We remove those barriers, some of the things it helps to pay for. School supplies, transportation to and from school, tutoring services. We get right down to the technology, making sure that people have all the technology that they need in order to be successful in their academic career. So we strongly encourage all of you to help donate, spread the word. If you can find us on Instagram and Facebook, as well as on our webpage at yws.on.ca. If you'd like to find out more, fantastic program with some really great outcomes, which I'd like to talk about now. What an interesting segue. It's as if we planned it that way. Really happy to announce we had 13 high school graduates at our Stay in School program. One graduated from post-secondary. We also had on the emergency side, so as many of you know, we have an emergency side with 33 beds, and our Stay in School program has 20 beds. So the focus when you're in Stay in School is your academic career, but that also transcends over to on the emergency residential side, where many of the young people are pursuing careers as well as education. Now, just so you know, Stay in School, the average graduation rate for homeless youth across Canada is around 32%. So just under 1/3 of any homeless youth in Canada can expect to graduate from high school. The average for people who do have a place to call home is anywhere from 92 to 95%, depending on where you live. I am super proud to announce that we had a 100% graduation rate. That does not happen without a lot of support and a lot of help. And giant shout out to Wendy, to Jonathan, and Osab for their amazing work. So proud. We had a wonderful ceremony for all of them. They all got their graduation certificates. We did a real nice piece and celebrated each and every one of them. So hats off to the Stay in School team for recognizing these incredible accomplishments. And we had 2 high school graduates on the emergency side as well. If any of you noticed on our Instagram post today, we talked about some of the things that people are pursuing. I am so proud to say that we have 2 young women on the Stay in School side who have graduated from high school and are now going on to pursue careers in plumbing through Humber College. Got another person going through the skilled trades program. One of our other residents is also pursuing an education to become a midwife. Police foundations. This is really great stuff. We are super proud of all of them. We eliminate those barriers. Their strength and their resilience shines through when simply given the opportunity and to level the playing field, we see great results. So we are super proud of all of them. And I'll tell you right now, going into the skilled trades, we love to see it, career for life. And I was joking with the two young ladies that if you're a plumber, you will never be out of business. It is just one of those things that's a 24-hour a day career. That super proud of all of them. And it's interesting that we had another person going into police foundations. We have graduated several police officers from our program. They left here, completed their high school, completed their post-secondary, and became police officers. EMS, we've got people going into PSWs. We had 3 PSWs that graduated last year and are successfully starting out their new careers. The helping professions. And we're always just so really pleased that I think sometimes the help that they received here inspires them to do likewise. So that's the kind of things that our Futures of Tomorrow campaign can help to fund success and employment. Just wonderful to see. We're really proud of all of them. So you'll notice in our ice cream truck every year in our parking lot, we put together a special night for our residents, and it is completely organized and funded through our amazing board of directors, all volunteers, with their generous support. Everybody gets to enjoy an ice cream truck. Some people may have gone back 2 or 3 times. Not going to lie, I was not one of them. I only went back twice. But really great thing to celebrate. A nice night. There's games, there's interactive stuff, and it's also a great way for our highly dedicated board members to connect with the youth and vice versa. So we thank you to our amazing board of directors for putting this on again this year. And we were nice enough to have wonderful weather for another year. I think the sun shines when you do good things. So thank you very much to our board of directors. On the business end, we engaged with the firm Leonova. We want to thank Dr. Yasapur as well as Sanjay for their really thorough, incredible work that they did. Not only meeting with our staff teams, but they also met with our clients to talk about needs, where we see things. We wanted to create a new operations playbook. We need standard operating procedures. We want to up our game when it comes to our operations, how we function as an agency. The better we function, the more likely you are to see success from the young people that we're lucky enough to support here every single day. So it will allow us to train new people more quickly as they move into employment with us. Consistency and efficiency all across the board is so important, and this will help ensure that. So in other words, we want to up our game in terms of how we operate, and I cannot say enough great things about Leonova, the way that they worked with us, their understanding of who we are and what we're about, and their passion shone through, and it was infectious, and we're really proud to say that this is a giant step forward for YWS in terms of creating better outcomes for the youth that we serve. So thank you, Dr. Yasapur, and thank you, Sanjay, for all of your hard work. We very much appreciate it. And this is, yeah, it's lunchtime, but let's talk sewers. For quite some time now, we've struggled with the sewage backups in our basement. We have an old building, and sometimes things don't cooperate very well. And through the generous support of the J.P. Bickle Foundation, and of course, Chris, who just, it was a difficult project to manage. We had to take out the entire floor in the basement, relay all of the pipes, connect them back up to the city, then pour a new floor, and then put new flooring on. This is not the exciting stuff, but it's one of those things that we struggle with all the time, is making sure that our building is sustainable, that we can have good operations and a high level of health and safety expectations, and just a fantastic job. It is not something that you see, but it's certainly something that affects us. And it's through the philanthropy and engagement team under Monica's leadership that we were able to access the funds. And thank you again to the J.P. Bickle Foundation for their generous support to make this happen. So thank you very much. And this is one of many capital projects that we have on the go, keeping this building afloat. Hats off to Chris. It is that time. It is the summer, and summer clothing is in high demand with many of our residents, as you can imagine. For those of you that have visited the shelter, you know, who have volunteered here as well, you'll know that we've got a clothing bank. And every year, we're always looking for support from our generous supporters and our donors. This year is no different. We've gone through quite a bit of our clothing. We are still looking for things like t-shirts, flip-flops, shorts, athletic shorts, bathing suits, sweatpants. These are all things. And again, we take a lot of pride in the fact that with my kids, we may go thrifting. We go thrifting by choice, but with the young people come here, they have the opportunity for brand new clothing that fits them at their choice. We work in conjunction with the case managers to make sure that everyone has appropriate clothing, whether it be for casual, whether it be for activities, but also things like job interviews, events like prom. We recently had prom, and so many of our folks were able to get themselves outfitted, looking sharp and looking as sharp as they were proud to go to their prom. But we can't do it without your support. And that is one of those things that really, we have a lot of banks here, not a lot of money. We have our clothing bank, we have our personal hygiene bank, we have our food bank, and of course, we have our personal needs bank as well. So we've got all of those things going on. Those are supplied through the generosity of our donors and our supporters. So we always want to say thank you to everyone that helps us with that. I know if you walk into a Rexall or a Shoppers Drug Mart, you're not walking out without expending at least 50 to 60 bucks. If you're going in to get cleaning supplies, again, you're walking out spending 30, 40, $50 at a time. For our young people that have moved on to housing, that's a challenge. And again, it's a barrier to success. We want to make sure we remove barriers so that they can find success in their lives. But it's only done through the generosity of our donors and our supporters. So we want to say thank you to everyone who has been donating to us. When it comes to our food bank, I do want to talk very quickly about our food bank. Thank you to everyone. We recently had our program where Concert Properties comes and puts on a big engagement. Concert Properties, their support is unbelievable. Thousands of pounds of food that they have donated every year to our food bank. Without those donations, we simply can't provide that service. As you can imagine, with today's economy, so many of our young people are coming back because of food insecurity issues. And they reach out to YWS through our aftercare program. By the way, last year alone, in last fiscal, we had 287 unique individuals. That is an entire agency's work. This is just one department here at YWS. 287 unique individuals were served through our aftercare program, and much of that is our food bank, hygiene bank, and cleaning supplies bank. So again, we want to help support those young people. We can't do it without your help. So thank you to everyone. I see we're at just past 12:15. I do want to open it up if there's any questions. Also, there's my contact information. If any of you are interested in anything we talk about during these or finding out more about YWS, please feel free. Send me an email, give me a phone call. I'm always happy to answer questions. If you leave today's session, you think of something you didn't ask, just shoot me an email. I'd be glad to answer. But I will leave it open to the Q&A, please.
Thanks, Steve. We will take a look at the chat first, and then we will move on to the Q&A. So feel free to drop in those questions. We have a question here from Trista about how about if there was a transitional housing homeless shelter that was pet friendly, and if it had more to do than that. So what are your thoughts on that, Steve?
Yeah, it's actually there is a youth shelter that operates that is pet friendly. It has to be purpose built. There's some different pieces with it. We run into this question from some of our youth sometimes, and we do have to abide by health regulations and how we're set up. But there are some pet friendly shelters that are operating in the city of Toronto. We know, I mean, I'm a dog guy. I know how important the companionship is and all the amazing things that pets bring to our lives. Unfortunately, we're just not set up for that. But there are pet-friendly shelters in Toronto, as well as free veterinary services for people that are not able to afford those services.
Thank you, Steve. Another question coming in the Q&A. When a youth graduates from high school, are they asked to leave the program?
Very good question. So our stay in school program is the same age restrictions that we do on our emergency side is 16 to 24 years of age. The criteria for being a stay in school is that you're continuing your education. So many of the young people, we're getting much more of a younger group in referrals to, it's a referral based program for stay in school. And we're seeing younger and younger people being referred to the program. As I said, we just saw all of our graduates. Did I mention it was 100%? And many of those will stay on with us and complete their post-secondary education as well. So they found a home, they found the supports, they found the things that they need here, and we're thrilled that so many of those young people move on to post-secondary education careers. So yes, you can. We've had people complete their high school as well as college or university degrees, and in one case, a master's.
Awesome, thank you. Our next question is about our food bank. Do we anticipate shortages in food bank donations due to the rising cost?
Absolutely. And that's the real tough spot is I mentioned it earlier about concert properties with their donations. You don't have to donate 1,000 pounds of food. Anything that you've got. A gentleman I met yesterday brought us in three boxes of food. And he does it on a regular basis. That's the kind of things that we need. For any of you who have done grocery shopping lately, you know how difficult it is to afford groceries, especially the essentials and the healthy foods that are necessary to for all of us to lead a healthy life. Food insecurity is always one of the top stress points for any of our youth that move out. And with rising food costs, it's not changing. We know that there is the inflation has slowed, but it doesn't mean that groceries got cheaper. It just means they're not getting expensive as fast as they were before. We really rely on our food bank donations. We have hundreds of visits that people rely on that. It helps them get through. And the other great part is when they come by, they do check in. We see how they're doing it. Any supports that they might need, we're able to offer those as well at the same time. But yes, food bank usage all across the country is up. Food insecurity is up all across the country. It's not the major thing we do. It is a small thing that we do, but I cannot overstate the importance of our food bank to the well-being of our graduates. And our goal is to keep them housed and stay in stable housing. Food is a big piece of that.
Well, thank you. Now, this one is for the corporate groups. Do you have any suggestions or tools to help anyone do a corporate food drive, clothing drive, etc., this fall or winter?
Well, you know what? I'm proud to say that my kids have done food drives and clothing drives for us. No advice from dad. They're a little bit smarter than me, so they were able to pull it together themselves. All you have to do is get in touch with us, and Baraji is here. She can help you with that. You can go to our website, find out how to donate. It is as simple. The technique my kids used was they went around with reusable shopping bags and they left a note on the neighbors' doors asking for any donations, and they arranged a pickup day. And they went around and collected all of the donations, and we brought them in. Same for my daughter with the clothing drive that they did. So it really just takes the passion for someone to want to put it together. We will help you out with expertise. We'll help you out with logistics to help make it happen. Whether how big or how small the donation is, we're here to help. Just go to our website, click on the button for donate, and also you can call us if you want to, and reach out, and we'd love to be able to help you out with donations. We cannot survive without them. And for those of you that don't know, here in the shelter ourselves, talking about food, the funding we receive from the City of Toronto is approximately $3.25 a day per resident, and that is 3 meals and 2 snacks a day. So you can see that there's a gap there. And that's where we really rely on the generosity of our donors and our community groups. Great way to pull together a community group too. Have a night where you all pull it together, sort the food, and donate. You're helping out a good cause, and you're also doing a great team building exercise as well. But we're more than happy to help consult with any of those.
Steve, this is the last question I have in the Q&A chat, but if anyone has any burning questions, feel free to drop it down. So Steve, you mentioned graduates this year. Why does the graduation rate vary so much from year to year?
Yeah, really good question. So one of the things I had mentioned that we're getting younger and younger graduates, younger and younger referrals, excuse me, and it's just what has sort of come around after 2020. I think the impact of COVID is being felt throughout the city of Toronto as well, especially with young people, and we're seeing them identified more and more, but they're struggling. And so we're getting young people in and they've got a chance to come in and find stability in their lives, find the mental health supports that they need, the wraparound services, the life skills that they're able to come in. So it does fluctuate. It's just simply a matter of timing. And this year was a perfect storm that we ended up with 16 graduates all at once. It's just incredible. But the really great part is for those who are about to graduate and getting ready to graduate, they got to see the celebration of the people who were successful this year in graduating. It's really inspiring, and it creates a really strong sense of self-belief and self-confidence. So it is a matter of timing. But again, nailed it through the roof this year. A 100% graduation rate. We're super proud of these kids and their hard work.
Thank you very much, Steve. That is all the questions and comments I have in the chat, but if anything else pops up, feel free to shoot us an email. I'm just going to do one quick check, but I don't see anything else. So please feel free to send us an email, and I hope you all have a great afternoon.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.